Now we are going to be implementing Windows Hyper-V virtualizations. Now, in, what do you mean by this Windows Hyper-V virtualization? So, like we used to EXXI, VMware EXXI, after that Jane servers, right? So, like that way, there is another virtualization tool available from Microsoft called as Hyper-V. Okay. So, this is Hyper-V is to create and manage virtual machines. With this, we can able to create and manage virtual machines. Hyper-V role can be enabled using the server manager dashboard in Windows Server 2008, 2012, 16, right? So basically, this is one of the tool which is going to be installed on server machines, Windows server machines. So if you are going for Ubuntu or Linux distribution, then we have KVM over there. Then like a Zen server virtualization we already done. Then VMware EX Exile, right? So that Zen server, this VMware EX Exile, those are all hypervisor type 1. Okay. We used to call it a type 1 hypervisor or native type 1 hypervisor. Like that way, there is another tool from Microsoft doing the same job, especially with Windows Server machines. Right? So it is something like an add-on program. That means you can install that on uh, other operating systems also, and with the like turn on the Windows features on or off over there. Okay. So we'll see that actually how we will switch on those Hyper-V tool, okay, in Windows. But before that, just to try to understand that it's specially designed for the Windows, but you can able to install on Windows 7, Windows 10 operating system also. So which editions are supported over there? So make sure that you are having other than Home Edition. Okay, Home Edition is not going to be having this particular facility over there. Okay, make sure that you have Windows 10 Pro Enterprise Edition or Education Edition or Windows, especially Windows 7. That these all are ideal option. Okay, but if you are having the Home Edition over there, then it's not allowed. Okay. You cannot able to deploy this virtualization type Hyper-V virtualization. Okay. That is not supported by Home Edition. Okay. So if you are having laptop or something, actually major like a normally, actually, it's a home edition installed on the laptops, which you have like a normal PCs or laptop version. Okay. So you have to just find out actually which version you have, and then only you can go for this kind of activity setup. Then, what are the things which are going to be the benefits or the top Hyper-V features which are provided by this Hyper-V? So we can have the backup and restore. Okay, we can use VM machines to take the backup easily. Checkpoints, you are already used to checkpoints, so that you can capture like a pinpoint over there. Like you can specify the checkpoint for your Hyper-V. Okay, and you can keep or you can capture the state of data over there or hardware configurations. Dynamic memory, you can assign dynamic memory to virtual machines. You can have the import and export facility. Okay, so that can be portable, right? You can easily carry them. Hyper-V replica that allows to replicate the virtual machines from the site to another site. So this is again the handy, like you can easily replicate your Hyper-V machines. And very useful, that is live migration. Okay, that means you can host uh, one host to another host over there. Okay, or you can update the things over there, right? So you can switch between from one host to another host. So live migration is going to be there. Hyper-V replica, import and export, dynamic memory, checkpoints, and the backup and restore. These are the main features of this Hyper-V. Right? Yes, all of you getting this? Let me know. Kindly confirm to chat box. Type it in the chat box. Yes, you all are there. Any one of you randomly type it. Okay, thank you. Yes, Silvan, Bhakti, Viren, Yashweta. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So that's going to be some kind of features which are provided. Okay, because we already used to some of the hypervisors, and like as per practicals, we are going to make sure that awareness of this all hypervisors and the benefits of that and used to deploy. Okay, that is the most important thing. So what are the system requirements? So 64-bit operating system, and make sure that obviously Windows 10 and all actually 64-bit already. Make sure that you have the extension of this virtualization extension. That is, we used to do it through BIOS setting. Okay, I hope you are aware of that. Actually, somewhere we have to enable this virtualization extension through BIOS. Okay, so that is for like depending upon your chip and chipset and everything. After that, we have minimum 4 GB RAM. Okay, 8 GB is going to be recommended over there. And storage is 5 GB, but I will recommend it again. Something like 10 to 15 GB is going to be, because we are supposed to be deploying or installing one of the operating system top of that hypervisor. As I told you, this is going to be something like a native type one hypervisor over there. That means you can have one of the tool that can be deployed directly on the top of hardware also, right? And we can able to manage that particular server. That is like we used to already change servers and VMware ES6. So what we are going to be doing in this practical, we are supposed to be creating a virtual machines, then configuring our networking, okay, storage, then configuring the host settings by the display and networking uh, switches over there called as a virtual switch, right? That all we are supposed to doing by like a very uh, step by step, okay, in the systematic manner. So what is the first step we have to go? Actually, we have to go by some of the commands. Okay, so we'll just switch to our hands-on. So let me either you can switch on your Windows control panel and you can go to that. Okay. So let me go by that. Let me minimize this. So we'll go by the control panel. After that, add remove programs, and we have to go by this option: Windows, turn Windows features on or off. So you are already used to this, right? So what we have to do in this one of the tool over there, we have to go down and make sure that this Hyper-V is checked. Okay, so make sure that this Hyper-V management tools, okay, uh, check, right? So let's say GUI management as well as module for PowerShell. That PowerShell through, that means command line. Okay, through command line also you can able to control that. Okay, so some of the commands are there. So what we can able to manage this Hyper-V and the services of that. So make sure that all these are checked properly. Okay, and then you have to just click on OK buttons. Once you click on OK buttons, now already these all features are checked over here in my PC right now. So for timing, I'm clicking on the cancel, but you have to click on OK button to get it install those things. Like you might be aware of this kind of the like steps already. Okay, with other some features. Okay, like IIS installation. Okay, or like some other services from the Windows platform. Let me show you once again. Okay, either you can go by the control panel. After that, add and remove programs and turn Windows features on. Off. We have to find out Hyper-V. Obviously, we are doing the we are implementing Hyper-V, so we have to switch on that particular option, that particular tool. So it will take around 2 to 3 minutes to install those Hyper-V tools over there. Okay, and then it will prompt for restart, reboot your machine. So you have to reboot your machine, then that updation will be reflected in your operating systems. Okay? So I'm not doing that actually because it's already I'm having that cycle. Okay, but you can do you can just go by that steps, get it install that Hyper. After deploying that Hyper-V and once you restart your machine, okay, you have to find out the one of the image of your any of the operating systems. So in my case, I hope that I'm for Ubuntu operating systems. Okay, so it's up to you whether you like to implement or install that virtually Windows 7 or Windows Ubuntu operating system or Windows 10 or CentOS. That is up to you. Okay, you can pick up like you can try with a new different operating systems. Okay, if you know that how to install Windows 7 normally, so you can try for the CentOS or you can try for the Ubuntu operating system. Okay, so that's what actually I will recommend. Getting yes, yeah, thank you, roughly 50 yes data and all. Yes, यहाँ तक ठीक है सब लोग समझ रहे हैं all of you are in the same track. Yes, we'll proceed for the next one. We install हो गया. Let's assume that we install that Hyper-V. So is it any problem related to installation of the Hyper-V? If you have any problem, let me know. Type it in the chat box. Yes. Do you have any problem for the audio is on or off? All of you getting yes or no? No one is responding. What happened actually? How much time it will take actually? I'm not understanding. Is it I'm out of this earth or something? Okay, ठीक है. इतना डिले क्यों हो रहा है समझ नहीं आ रहा. नेटवर्क इशू. Okay, let's installation part is clear. ठीक है. कंट्रोल पैनल्स पे जाना है वहां से ऑन करना है उसको. ओके, विंडोज फीचर्स में ऑन और ऑफ में. क्लियर. डन. चलो और एक ऑप्शन देता हूँ मैं. यस नहीं करना है तो जस्ट यू कैन रेज योर हैंड्स. टाइप भी नहीं करना है तो एटलीस्ट यू कैन डू दैट. यस. नो, that also no. You don't like to do that also. Okay. Anyway, we'll proceed now. I hope that you are getting. So we'll switch on to the next one. Okay. Let me close this window. So we install that tool and now we have to start. Right? So how we'll do that? We have to go by Hyper-V. Okay, one of the tool. We'll get one this kind of the interface over there. Okay, with the machine name. And right side we'll have a list of actions which we can perform on that that virtual machine over there. Okay, so we can have the settings over there. We can have the virtual switches over there. Right? We can have the storage virtual SAN manager over there. You can stop service. You can refresh service over there, and many more are there actually once we create your virtual machines. Okay. Now what we'll do actually, we have to select this Hyper-V manager. Right click here and then select a new virtual machines. Okay, like we used to somewhere in the VMware also to create a new virtual machine, we have to go by like this one. So same manner over here. So Hyper-V Manager, new and virtual machines. So it's prompt you for one of the wizard how we'll go by that. So just click on the next and specify the name of your machine. So let's say for this is my Windows 7 test machine, for example. Okay. Then you can specify the location where we like to store that like files of data of that machine. You can specify that. By default, it is somewhere in the Microsoft Windows Hyper-V. Just follow the next one. Initially, we'll do that. Then we have the next screen that is generation 1 or generation 2. So generation 1 is combination of 32-bit and 64-bit guest operating system. That means we are allowing to install any of 32 or 64-bit guest operating system. And when you are going for the generation 2 over here, only that 64-bit operating system is allowed. So Windows 7, like we like to give freedom to user, right? So either go for the 32-bit or 64. But if you like to install Ubuntu, that is 64-bit, or if you like to install Windows 10, then we have to select which type generation 2. Okay. Then after this, we just follow next one. And as I told you, we can assign a memory, a dynamic memory to our system, right? So that can be done with the help of startup memory. Okay, so that is some dynamic memory allocation. Okay, to our virtual machine. So you can just keep it as it is over there 1024 MB. Just follow the next. We can configure networking. Okay, option over there. Okay, either you can select the default switch or you can create a networking switch, V switch we used to call, and that you can configure it. So that we'll see later on. Okay, how to configure our own virtual switch over there. After this, we'll just turn next. Then we'll get some same details over there, like the name of the machine and the location where the data is going to be stored and how much size is allocated to that. So let's say for the time being, I'm allocating 20 GB. So it's look like a same way. Okay, if you know VMware, you can able to manage this Hyper-V. And then we'll go for the next one. And over here, again, we have to specify location. Where is that operating system? Your against operating system's image, right? So that we have to specify by using this install an operating system from tables. So select that. As we have one of the image over there, so we'll select image file ISO, and then we have to browse and find out that file. For time being, I'm selecting Windows 7 ka ISO file, which was there with me. So I'm selecting that and then just click on open. On this note, actually, I'd like to tell you that actually keep some of the files, keep some of the ISO files with you. Okay, when you are going for this cloud practicals, okay, or whenever you like to implement this cloud practicals. Windows 7 is the ideal option because they are lightweight again. Okay, then Ubuntu, again, some lightweight operating systems. Saint OS also will do. Okay, any of the operating system. If you feel that actually like Windows or Ubuntu takes 4 to 8 GB RAM over there, so better we go for the Saint OS. That is a very lightweight operating system over there, right? So keep I will recommend it, keep 2 3 ISO files of operating systems with you all the times, and you can install those. Okay, or you can switch from one to another one and get a feel of that actually how we'll install different operating system with the virtual machines and the virtual hyper-V also. Okay, so that is the idea. So once you have this ISO files, you can download directly. Okay, there are many of the sites are available. Okay, which to what we can able to do. If you want, I will also share that in private link, and you can directly download from it. Okay. मैंने सारे सॉफ्टवेयर जो रिलेटेड थी या यहाँ पे जेन सर्वर रिलेटेड है, नहीं तो VM रिलेटेड है, मैंने ऑलरेडी शेयर किया आपके साथ. You can go by those softwares. In case any problem is there, please let me know. Okay. And if you are not able to run those, at least write down the steps properly. Okay. Write down the steps and attach them. Okay. That you can that you can able to do. Okay. In case if you have a problem with your systems over there. Okay. Then we'll go for the next one. Now ISO file is selected here. Okay. And we'll go for the summary option. Let me know from your side actually if you are getting this, then if you are not getting, then we'll go by the previous option. Otherwise, we'll proceed for the next one. Yes, first type it in the chat box, any one of you, whether you are getting this all options properly. In case no, please type it in chat box. जिसको नहीं समझे अभी तक कहाँ से हम लोग चालू किया और क्या कर रहे हैं, प्लीज लेट मी नो. समझ में आ रहा है? तो अज्यूम करो कि जो टाइप किया. ओके, थैंक यू. ओके, टाइप नहीं कर रहे इसका मतलब आपको समझ में आ रहा है. ऐसे मैं अज्यूम करने वाला था, लेकिन आप लोग बता रहे हैं बेरेन प्रति. थैंक यू सचिन, बेरेन, यस, प्रशांत. श्वेता, थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू जो लोग इंटरैक्ट कर रहे हैं. एटलीस्ट पता तो चल रहा है मुझे क्या हो रहा है. यस, थैंक यू. Yes, Maheshwari. Now we'll go for summary option. Okay, these are very common steps. Okay, I don't have to spend like more time on this because these are just like a buyer. If you're used to VMware installation and virtualization, so you can easily manage this. And just click on finish button. So it will take some time to build that thing, and if everything is fine, we'll get. Let me increase some RAM. Let's see. Hard space is needed. Okay. To create this. Okay. Give me 2 minutes. Actually, that is because of storage problem. Let me set long. Storage is fine. Then what is the problem? One minute, please. Let me find out what it is. Okay, that because of storage only. Let me share my screen now. So after once you click on that finish button, okay, you'll get this kind of the interface over there. That means we configure that. And what we have to do actually, we have to just click on start option. Okay. Yes, all of you getting this. Start here. Windows 7 test machine, and then click on start. So see your machine is going to be start. So just double click on this icon, small icon, and we'll get that window here. So it's now installing that operating system. So Windows 7 we used to that just follow the next and so like this way you can able to install any of the operating system and now let's as we are already used to Windows operating system, so we are just selecting that and it's now like a begin with the installation of that actually, like expanding the Windows files and okay. So it will take some time to install that, okay, around 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, so just to understand that actually we are doing this all jobs, or maybe after some time I will cancel it. Okay. So I hope that you all understood over there. Okay. Yes. See once again if you have any doubts over there, create new virtual machines and then follow next and follow the name of that. Then generation one or generation two next or the dynamic memory next or the okay. Now for the time being actually it's not allocating in C drive, so I'm putting that in uh, another drive over there. Okay. So let me select D drive over there. Okay. Then next option, and then we have to specify the ISO file which we like to deploy. Find out that okay for time being I'm selecting another ISO Ubuntu operating system and then deploying that. So everything now we'll start the second machine also. Okay. See this, we are installing both the operating system in which this Ubuntu operating system is going to be installing, and the same manner we are going for this Windows operating system also. Okay. Yes, all of you getting this? Let me know. So we are installing two operating system at the same time with the help of this Hyper-V. Now that part is like you can manage that. Once you know how to start installation over there, then rest of the options are going to be same like normal. Getting? Yes, all of you. समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. So अभी आगे का इंस्टॉलेशन चालू है वो होते रहेगा यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे भी, ठीक है. Now what we'll do actually we can able to like set up for virtual switch virtual switches over there. Okay, so just go by this some of the steps. We'll go by some of the steps to understand it how to set up for this network. Okay, so let me show you that. So we'll go by this option. Okay, we have to just select this virtual switch manager. Then there is option like a create virtual switch. And then you can specify the name for your virtual switch. Okay, and that we can able to use it. Okay, if you like to use it in your system, you can able to use it. So we'll go by that. So for example, name is network adapter. You can select the external network, that is our Beltec. Then just click on OK button. Okay, now if you click on OK button, still our operating system is not installed. That guest operating system is not installed, so that will create problem over there. So that is a warning over there. So we'll just for the time being, we'll just click on no option. Okay, and once you click on OK button, that can be configured. Okay, later on in your system. That is the idea behind this switches. See once again, virtual switch manager. Then we have to click on this create option, create virtual switch, and then we have to specify your external network. So we are integrating that external your like a physical server network in this virtual machine over there with the help of vSwitch. Okay, that is called as virtual switch, right? So I'm not able to do that. That is because of that operating system. Cache operating system is still installing over there. We are installing that one. That process is not completed over there. Okay. So once you complete that process, you can able to assign that to your virtual network. So by settings option, there is something called as network, and over here that network adapter will be appear. Okay, pay attention properly. And if you are not still understood over there, this switch option, please let me know. क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग, हमारा खुद का नेटवर्क क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, स्विच क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, वर्चुअल स्विच, और उसको हम लोग हमारे वर्चुअल मशीन के साथ आसान कर रहे हैं, नेटवर्क एडाप्टर को आसान कर रहे हैं. ओके, सी वंस अगेन, और इफ यू अंडरस्टूड लेट मी नो दैट. फिर से एक बार बता रहा हूँ मैं. ओके, लेट्स विल गो बाय दिस virtual switch manager, then click on create virtual switch, and then specify the name, let's say network adapter 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, and then click on OK button. Okay, once you click on OK button, then we have to go by the settings option, and then that network adapter, and automatically that whatever the network adapter was created by you, that will be appear here, okay, as a virtual switch, and then we have to just select that and click on OK button to apply it. Okay, like this way you can able to manage a resolution. If you like to display resolution or that also you can able to manage by setting option, having the hardware, and you can go for this video adapter over there. Now that adapter is not there, so I'm not able to show you that. Okay, but you can try. Okay, if you have that adapter in your machine, you can able to set the resolution for that virtual machine also. Okay, you can have something like a resolution by 800 by 600 or 1024 by 104 by 800 over there. Okay, so any type of deployment resolution you can set for your system with the help of this hardware. Add hardware. I'm selecting the this 3D video adapter over there. So like that way, there are many settings are there, but as per our syllabus or as per our practical, we are just understanding, or we have to understand that how to create this uh, virtual machine with Hyper-V. Okay, so many of the softwares we already use ESXi. Okay, that is from VMware. After that, Zen server. Okay, from the Zen company. And now I'm talking about something like Hyper-V from Microsoft. So three different virtualizations softwares, okay, with VMware Workstation, right? So VMware Workstation, ESXi, Zen server over there, vSphere. After that, vCenter over there. Okay, vSphere. Number of tools we already deploy over there. Now your job is to go by that. Okay. So practice is important. Okay, in case if you are not able to do that, actually please let me know. Okay, software list is already there in that Google Classroom का इसमें link दिया है मैंने. You have to download those software. Those are all heavy softwares, not something like I think 2 to 3 GB softwares each one. So that all you have to install, then only you can able to perform those practices properly. Okay. And in case if you are not able to get it that towards the end over there, that is because of operating system. As I told you already that this virtualization is deployed on virtual machines, server machines. Okay, so for that all, especially we recommended Windows server machines. Okay, let's say Windows 8 or Windows 2012, 16 or 19 server machines, right? So because of that, some kind of the configuration we can't able to perform over there, but you can at least go through that. Okay, you can just try to reach to the last step of that particular practical to understand the better way of that method. Understanding is important over there. Okay. So please let me know any doubts are there. So still I think the software चालू है उसका. Okay, ये हो गया लगता है installation. Now we install this, right? So one of the window operating system, but Windows का चालू ही रहेगा अभी. Okay, so let me close this. Yes, all of you are getting this. So let me close this window. And that's what I told you actually. If you have the like if you try to install this Ubuntu, that will be a better option because it's a lightweight and jaldi ho jayega installation bhi. Okay, and it's ready now. Okay, so we installed one of the virtual machine from Hyper-V. Okay, that is a tool from Microsoft. Okay. And which सब फिर ऐसे VMware की यूज किया. तो मैंने बोला कि VMware एक अलग थर्ड पार्टी टूल है, ये विंडोज का टूल है, ऐसे अलग अलग टूल्स अवेलेबल. ठीक है. यस. Yes, let me know from your side. Any doubts regarding this practical, please let me know. Can I stop the screen now? Yes. Any doubts, please type it in the chat box. इसके लिए कोई सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं लगता है. दिस इज अ पार्ट ऑफ योर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. सो इफ यू आर विंडोज 10, इवन विंडोज 7 भी चलेगा. यू कैन ट्राई दैट. Yes, Shweta, getting this. Okay, fine. What about others? Yes, Bhakti. Good. What about other students? Please let me know. Getting all of you. So you can try to deploy this. This is a very basic one. But only thing is, you have to perform. Okay, जब ये एक बार करोगे आप लोग तो आराम से हो जाएगा. Even Zen server and this VMware EXXI ये भी आराम से हो जाएंगे. Okay. Only thing is actually you have to perform that once or twice over there with proper software over there. Okay. So focus over there. Obviously आपका मशीन भी उतना कॉन्फ़िगरेशन होना चाहिए. ओके, कम से कम 8 GB. उससे कम रहेगा तो प्रॉब्लम्स आएगा. नाउ सी आई एम getting this space का error. Okay, so I'm in college right now, so I'm still facing some kind of the problems over there. Okay. So that all are there actually. Like it's a part of our like lifestyle, right? Problems are there, but what we have to do actually, we have to come with a solution. We have to do, we have to find out the alternative for this. You can try that. Okay. If you are not able to do, then I will recommend that you can try with your friends over there. Okay, by a team or any days you can try to deploy that and get a feel of that actually how will go that how which are the steps are there. So if everything is set up over there within half an hour you can able to perform that particular practical. Okay, so you can try to communicate with your friend circle. Okay, in an unofficial group, और यू कैन डिवाइड इट दैट एक्चुअली कि हाँ ये दो प्रैक्टिकल्स और एक ही प्रैक्टिकल आप डिवाइडेड कर दो कि ये प्रैक्टिकल्स हम देखेंगे. फिर आप वो ग्रुप में टीम में ज्वाइन करो और उनको बोलो कि एक बार फिर से करवा दो. Okay, so within half an hour you can able to do that. Okay, so that is the one of the way what you can do actually, and you can get the idea actually what is how we'll do that actually. Okay, and then steps you can write down. Okay, in case if you have any problem with it, you can write down the steps and submit that. Getting all of you, but understanding is very important. Okay, and that you will get it only by like doing your own. जब तक आप खुद नहीं कर रहे तब तक वो नहीं होगा. Right? So मैं रिकमेंड करूंगा. फिर से मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि you can try with any days or something like that way. Yes. So no doubts, nothing, no interaction with it. What happened nowadays? Actually, we are not interacting. Okay. अभी मैं बोलूँगा लेक्चर्स हो गया तो इंटरेक्शन बढ़ेगा. ओके, बिफोर दैट प्रैक्टिकल्स मैंने डेडलाइन पोस्टपोन किया. Now you have to submit on, I think, 22nd, right? So just go through that. Okay. Yes, that's fine. 22nd Feb. Okay. I know actually like your बाकी भी सब्जेक्ट के प्रैक्टिकल चालू रहेंगे. Okay, but there's no option actually. We are also extremely sorry for that actually. Like giving you this. But as I told you, actually, we have to come up with some kind of a solution or alternative. Okay. So just perform that, do it in proper manner. Okay. And that will definitely that will be beneficial for you only actually after some time, right? So just do the hard work right now and you will get a benefit later. So thank you, all of you, for attending this lecture. Okay. In case any problem is there, please let me know. कम्युनिकेशन इज इम्पोर्टेंट. ओके, सो जैसे आप लोगों ने बोला कि प्रैक्टिकल एक्सटेंड करना है, पोस्टपोन करना है, तो हम लोगों ने कर दिया, राइट? सो इन केस एनी काइंड ऑफ लाइक प्रॉब्लम इज देयर, प्लीज लेट मी नो. We'll have the mock exam demo over there. Okay. So let me schedule that in this coming week. Okay. And Monday onwards, you are having presentations over there. So group number wise will go. Okay, group one, group two, group three, and group four, and so on over there. Okay. So जो नो ग्रुप हम लोगों ने किए. Okay, so all are requested to be there in the meeting all the times. Okay, ऐसे नहीं कि ग्रुप वन का है तो बाकी लोग नहीं रहेंगे, वैसे ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए. Because that all for you guys, not for me actually. I know that some of the concepts over there, right? So I'm expecting that you all are present over there and you can ask some kind of questions over there. Like that, we will have the proper interaction over there, right? That is it. Okay, thank you. Let me take attendance. Give me 2 minutes for that. Okay, students, then with the practical, then with the attendance also. Thank you, students.